I'm gonna have to give a little backstory here. So I was browsing the cutting room floor, as you do, looking through Pokemon Red, when I noticed a little sub-article about Pokemon Cries and how they sound the same. Underneath it was a hyperlink that sent me to a table, and it all made sense. It wasn't just me. All the Pokemon Cries really are the same. I mean, it's hard for me to sound enthusiastic now, but at the time it was mind-blowing. The question is, why did they make them all the same? Well, the answer is pretty simple: to save memory. Putting 151 original Cries on a tiny cartridge in 1996 would have taken a lot of work. All the Cries are actually the same 38, and what changes is the pitch and the duration, both of which has values between 0 and 255. 0 means the lowest pitch and shortest duration, and 255 means the highest pitch and longest duration. There's also a third thing you can do where you can mute some of the audio channels, and that actually makes the Cry sound different. But that's just no fun, you know? But out of all the Cries, only 2 pairs of Pokemon have the exact same Cry. Same pitch, same duration. Charizard and Rhyhorn, and Poliwag and Ditto. You got that? Now check this out. Alright, right here I got a recording of Poliwag / Ditto's Cry. Now I'm speeding it up to twice the speed, and guess what? Now it's Jigglypuff's Cry. Now watch what happens when I speed it up even more and lower the pitch a bit. Look at that, now it's Pidgey's Cry. All these Pokemon, and a few others, use Pidgey as a base Cry. Now you may notice these don't sound exactly the same. The Game Boy versions have a bit more distortion than my versions. That's because I'm using high quality audio software and they're using, well, a Game Boy. Alright, let's try another one. We got the Cry of Vileplume. We lower the pitch just a little bit. Now we got Aerodactyl's Cry. You see, I could really go on and on. But now it's time to go over some fun facts. We all know the Cries for all 151 Pokemon are the same 38 base Cries. But are there any base Cries used for only one Pokemon? Why yes, and they are Slowpoke, Kangaskhan, and Lapras. How about this? We know that Charizard and Rhyhorn's Cries, and Poliwag and Ditto's Cries, are exactly the same. Now are there any Cries that are so close to being the same but just quite aren't there? I mean, the answer is pretty obvious at this point. We're dealing with Kanto here. Let's take the example of Caterpie and Goldeen. Here's Caterpie's Cry, and here's Goldene's Cry. Can you guess which one's longer? It's Goldeen, by 0.071 of a second. Another well-known similarity is between Machop and Ammonite. First, here's Machop's Cry, and here's Ammonite's Cry. Did you notice the difference? Well, that's because there wasn't much of a difference. All that changed was that Ammonite's Cry was slightly higher pitched. And now comes the last fun fact of the day. Watching this video, you may have been thinking, oh man, all these Cries sound super similar. I wonder if they did the same thing in Johto. Oh my god. They pulled the exact same thing in Gen 2. Now they got a grand total of 68 base Cries, I guess. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad, Game Freak. Okay, this is actually a step up. You're doing good. Give yourself a pat on the back, Game Freak. That's good. That's good. That's a step up.